Hello, beautiful people. How you doing? So I've decided to try to post some vlogs and Mia, come back. Yes, Mia actually will sleep like that. I'm so glad I got it on camera. Say hi. Good morning. Good morning. So it's quarantine day number, I don't remember because there have been too many. Today is March 30th and what time is it? Oh wow. It's 8 in the morning, which is actually the earliest I have been up in like a week. Actually, yeah, exactly a week. Trying to get back on my sleep schedule. It has been rough here lately, so I've been sleeping until like 9:30 most days. I need to get out of that, so trying to get to bed earlier, which I didn't really do last night, but if I can force myself to get up earlier, I'll start to go to bed earlier. Oh my gosh, what's going on up here? But I thought it would be kind of fun to just do maybe some daily vlogs. So that's what I'm gonna attempt to do this week. I'm not gonna promise it from now on, but this week I am attempting to post a video every day. Every day. Every day. Is that all right, Mimi's? Say hi. You don't sniff at them, you're gonna give them that thing that we don't want. Say hi. Ready? There she goes. Oh, goodness. So just did my ab workout. Gonna make a little bit of breakfast while I'm watching the news, the latest coronavirus stuff going on. But of course, with the grocery stores going absolutely nuts, there are no eggs. So I had to buy this crap, and just to get my egg fill on for my breakfast, because I like, one of my main things I like to eat for breakfast, I like oatmeal, but I also like to make avocado toast and then with some eggs on top. So doing scrambled eggs the synthetic way first. I waited too long, so my pan's already like blistering hot, which is not necessarily the greatest thing, but just trying to make things work during these times. Probably should have put a little more oil on the bottom before I did that too, but yeah, just gonna get some breakfast going on here a little bit. So there's my fake eggs. Don't trust them, they're traders. They look like the real thing, but I promise they don't smell it. They smell pretty bad. I'm just not a big fan. I used to buy stuff like that when I first started getting in the habit of eating breakfast and losing weight, but after switching over to the real thing for so long, I just cannot deal with this. And I understand wanting to buy things ahead because you have to wait in line at the grocery stores now from the precautions they're doing, but it's just like, you don't need to buy groceries for a month. Like you can manage a week or two and then going back again. Because it keeps other people from getting groceries like me. I literally went a little over a week ago and I could not find maybe 70% of what was on my grocery list. It was just not there. And I've still not been able, I've gone 3 or 4 times, and I've still not been able to get a couple of things that I've been wanting to get. I'm not gonna say needing to get, because I do have food to eat, so I'm not gonna be dramatic and be like, I need these things. But you know, it's just a little frustrating given the situation that people are also being selfish in like how they're grocery stockpiling. So speaking of groceries, I need to get more avocados. So I'm gonna do a nice bowl of cereal today. It's the Go Lean brand. That's like the only cereal I'll eat. I don't really advocate eating cereal for breakfast, but yeah. So this is my breakfast this morning. Again, the Trader eggs. Don't let them fool you. Seriously, don't let them fool you. But I'm gonna sit down and eat for a little bit and watch some of these updates that are going on. Curse those of you who took my eggs because these really don't taste that great. Like, you can definitely tell, like, I haven't had fast food in years, but it definitely reminds me of eggs like from a fast food restaurant like McDonald's or something. They just don't taste like eggs. So yeah, the next time you go grocery shopping, think of people like me who would like to have eggs but don't. The time is now 11:03 a.m. I don't know if that was a little dramatic or not. That's how they do it on these diary logs, right? They always say the time at the very beginning. But yeah, it's a little after 11. I just finished one of my assignments for school, for my class that I have tomorrow, and did a lot of reading and whatnot. But the only thing I have today really is I have a meeting with my PI. So for those of you who don't know what that is, like basically my advisor, my mentor in grad school, the teacher who like took me into her lab. So I have a meeting with her today, which I'm a little anxious about because I submitted my first complete draft of my thesis to her, which is exciting, but I still don't know like any of her comments yet, and I don't even know if she will have read it by then because I sent it to her like on Friday, so I doubt over the weekend she had time to deal with that. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. It's like rainy outside a little bit and way more quiet. As you guys have heard in my previous videos, this street is typically bustling always. And yeah, there's like no one out on the streets. These guys are getting some rain, which is good. Everything's looking pretty okay. All the seeds and all these other places doing okay. Still don't have anything, which is no surprise since I just planted like 2 days ago. So yeah, it's pretty quiet in here, and this is why you can see I am literally going insane. Let me get some lights on in this joint. That didn't really do much. I turned all the small lights. I turned one light on there and one light on. Good grief. Doesn't help having the blinds open either because it's so cloudy out today. But you can see why I am going insane being kept in an apartment that's less than 700 square feet and just by myself. This is one of the cons of living by yourself, but you know, we don't typically stay in households with people we don't want to live with because we're afraid of a pandemic that's going to cause the next zombie apocalypse. But and I'm not kidding you guys, I was watching some news articles on YouTube yesterday, and some people, when this first started breaking out, were thinking this was going to be a zombie apocalypse. I'm not like jokingly making light of the situation, that's just kind of some theories that were floating around at the beginning because it's whenever they were still thinking it was a man-made virus and whatnot, but I'm not gonna talk about that. Don't want to get docked on YouTube because they're taking this very seriously, as they should, for any types of misinformation, which that is not my intent. I'm not spreading that. But anyway, there's Mimi's. Nothing from you? Nothing? Yeah. this is our life right now. I mean, it's crazy. So everything's online for my classes. Just trying to adapt to now, because Trump said that we are doing this social distancing stuff through April. So I'm gonna be cooped up in here for another month. You guys, the worst thing about this for me is for my mentality taking a toll, because I can't go to the gym anymore. And that was one thing that really put me in a good mood and made me feel really great. And some of you might be like, well, you can just work out at home, you can just do like cardio stuff. There's plenty of stuff online, don't get me wrong. I've been doing home what they're calling work-ins. So I have been doing work-ins, but it's not the same because I don't have weights, and I'm used to lifting weights and using cable machines and things like that. So it's just not the same. And I'm really regretting selling all of my equipment before I moved here. In case you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I moved here from Albuquerque back in, gosh, it's already been almost 2 years, back in 2018 over the summer. So I moved everything here. I moved to Austin with my car, so whatever could fit in my car. So I got rid of so much stuff when I moved here and kind of just started over. And my weights, unfortunately, were convenient to get rid of for two aspects. One, because it would have seriously weighed down my car, and I would have been considerably worried about how it would harm my vehicle driving, you know, literally over 1,000 miles with that much weight. So I did not want to strain my car or put any type of added pressure on the tires or anything like that, because heaven forbid something were to have happened and one of my tires, you know, bursting on the highway or whatever. But that, and the fact that they were expensive. I mean, I spent well over $1,000 on the equipment I had, $800 on the weights alone, on 2 dumbbell weights. I spent $800 and a stand that it came with. And so I had all these cables, I had pull-up bars, I mean, I had all sorts of stuff, and I just got rid of all of it. And I was just getting consistent to going to Planet Fitness, doing my workouts there, and using the gym here in my complex. So it's just kind of like I adapted fine. And now that the gyms are probably going to remain closed for another month because of this, it's just like, good grief. Like, my body's gonna start getting ugly. I mean, it was already ugly before, but it was just getting to where it was starting to look better again. But now this happened, so I'm gonna have to start from ground -50 and get that in order to where I can, you know, feel good about the way I look. So it's just like causing major depression in so many ways, because it's like, now I'm gonna look like shit. I don't feel great, I'm not happy, I'm by myself. And well, I mean, I have Mimi's. Like, thank goodness for Mimi. She drives me nuts, but my life would be way more boring without her. Isn't that right? I don't know if you can tell, she is wagging her tail. She's very subtle and camera shy. Aren't you? Yeah. See, she even turns away from the camera. I'm literally, she's like doing a 180 with her head to refrain from being in the camera. I don't know where you get that from. It's not from me, I know that. But yeah, so, you know, are any of you dealing with things like this? Like, do you feel isolated in the sense of like being alone? Obviously you're isolated, but like mentally, are you taking care of yourselves? Like, what are you doing? What are some things you're doing? I know right now I'm doing the Planet Fitness work-ins that are every day. And, you know, they're cookie cutter. And of course it's Planet Fitness, so it's like a judgment-free zone and everything, but they're just not intense enough for me. But the thing that I'm doing is they're quick workouts, which are awesome, and they're more cardio based, because what are you gonna do? Not everyone gets gym memberships because they have equipment at home, you know? So, I mean, they kind of have to be to cater to most people. Most people go to the gym for cardio. And so, anyway, but I'm taking what they're doing, which are super easy exercises for me, but I'm like twisting them, making them more difficult. And I do that because I first started getting heavy into lifting and things like that because of Jeff Cavaliere. I was on his Athlean X workout program. Anyway, I take some things I learned from Jeff Cavaliere, and if you're not familiar with him and you have body goals, like, I definitely highly recommend him. But anyway, I take exercises that I've learned through his various programs. And so on Planet Fitness, like for instance, we were doing warm-ups, just something as simple as a warm-up, and they were doing these half jacks. They call half jacks, so it's not even a full jumping jack, it's just you keep your arms out and then you come together with your feet, and so you're jumping your feet, spreading them in and out, but keeping your arms kind of just stuck out to the side. And I turned them into scissor jacks, which is a little more intense. And so just small modifications to make it more intense. And then they have a lot of breaks, and during those breaks I'm doing high knees, like super high, fast high knees. So I'm just trying any way I can to cater it to my I'm not saying I'm advanced or anything, but I am able to do more intense workouts. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling about that because I could go on and on and on. But if you guys are still watching, I don't know if you are or not, but it's just really, really, you can tell I'm bored. I've been going on walks, so that leads me to another talk for today before I get off. So I had made a couple of resolutions back. I posted a video on my New Year's resolutions. One of them was to walk Mia more often. Look, she heard that. She heard that. She got excited about that, didn't you? Look at that little tail going. But I have actually been able to hold true to that more so now because I'm not having to drive to school and to work and all these other places all the time. So to get out, I do go on almost daily walks with Mia. Sometimes I'll go without Mia because she can be a little bit much on a leash sometimes. But I do get out and walk more, which is great. So that's been one pro for that. And then also another pro out of this, if I'm gonna try to stay positive, is I'm not spending as much money, which is great. Like on gas, I'm not driving nearly as much or anything like that. So my other resolution I had several, but another one was to pay off my car this year. And I actually feel like I'm going to be able to achieve that for various reasons, but this is being one big driver because I'm not spending as much money as I normally do, especially on coffee. So I am not spending money on literally daily on coffee like I used to. I'm actually getting into the habit of making my coffee at home, which is awesome because I keep collecting coffee in my fridge. So as you can see, I have 3 bags of coffee down here and they've been accumulating over time. And this, too much stuff in my fridge. Not really, it's pretty empty actually. But I actually brewed coffee ahead of time so I could have my own like cold brew or iced coffee, whatever. So I have 2 of these. So I make 2 big pots because I put a lot of grounds on the top. And so once I circulate one, I easily do a second one right after because there's plenty in there. So I put 2 of those coffee pots in here like over the weekend, and then put it in, not this past weekend, I didn't drink that much coffee already, but then just keep it in here and I get it out whenever I want it. So I'm like adapting to what's happening, and it's getting me out of the habit of drinking so much coffee, which for me doesn't bother me. I have a fast caffeine metabolism. I could drink coffee before bed and be perfectly fine drinking coffee. But I am getting in the habit of just dealing with coffee at home as opposed to spending money outside and doing that. But those are pretty much 2 big changes. I know it doesn't sound like a big change, but for me, you guys, I buy coffee literally every day when I'm at school, so it is a pretty big change for me. But I always cook at home, so that's not really been any different for me. staying at home as much hasn't really been that different either, honestly. So it's a little bit later, and I was like, I'm gonna turn my Roomba on to clean the floors up. And I put this tripod on the couch and realized once I set it down, yeah, you see that? That has been on for 2 days because that's from my garden video that I just posted not that long ago that I had out here on the balcony. Yeah, so my mic has been on for 2 days. This is why batteries don't last so long for me whenever it comes to my camera equipment, because I forget to turn it off after I'm done recording. So that was great to find out. Let's see if this works. So my Alexa has like been very moody lately and not doing what I asked her to do. So I'm gonna see if it works this time. Alexa, start Roomba.
Welcome to our robot home for Wi-Fi
See?
connected Roomba, Brava and Terra robots. I can help you start, pause and end a job. Just say, start Roomba, pause Brava or end Terra.
That's what I just
What would you
said.
like to do?
Start Roomba. Like, what the heck? Why did I have to do it twice?
Roomba has started vacuuming.
Well, thank you. Thanks for doing it the second time I asked. You should have done it the first time I asked. Alexa. There she goes. Mia does not like it. Like, she's gonna freak out here in a second and run to the bedroom. Just wait and watch. She's not freaking out as much as she normally does. Mia versus Roomba. Fight! The time is 1:21 and I just got a shower. So I'm trying to get ready before my meeting online. So I'm just gonna do a quick little shave and then probably somewhat do my hair. I'm not too worried about it because this is the only interaction I'm gonna have with someone today. So it's kind of like, if I can get it to just look okay, I'm not worried about it. No sense in wasting all my product or anything. I might blow dry it and that's it. I just have it wet right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get ready. Okay, so, whoops, that didn't take too long. I'm kind of digging this whole, like, being able to get ready for a meeting literally 20-30 minutes before. Got a couple of spots where I'm bleeding just a little bit, but not too bad. Hopefully it'll be enough time for it to kind of cool off and calm down before the actual meeting, so she's not like, what the heck is wrong with your face? Like, why is it so red? But yeah, now I'm just gonna blow dry a little bit, and I thought of it while I was shaving. I should have turned this other light on because it's a little bit better with the lighting. Again, I don't have any product in my hair. I'm just gonna plain blow dry it. Plain old blow dry. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I am not worrying about this at all. Again, not wasting my product. I literally, as you just saw, used my hand and a blow dryer, and that was it. Still a little damp, but you know what? I don't really care because I'm about to just have a video meeting. So, last thing I gotta do is just throw a shirt on because not like it matters if I'm wearing pants or not, right? All of my other online meetings this past week, I have not, I nipped something there. I have not had pants on for like, I don't think any of them, but let's just keep that between us. So I'm just gonna get like a simple, easy, let's do red, button down. 3, 2, 1. Hey, okay, so I got my shirt on. I'm just gonna clean off my desk. As you can see, has a lot of stuff on it. Like everything else, including myself, I've been just letting it go. And yay for the quarantine life, right? Just kind of let everything go. Maybe not everyone, some of you overachievers out there. I used to be one, and look at me now. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, I really need to clean my Roomba. You should have seen the dirt that came out of it. I should have brought you guys along for that. Not that it's like that exciting to think about now. Saying it out loud sounds a lot more stupid than it did in my head. Like, why would you want to see dirt or anything like that? But, you know, just bringing you along for my so exciting day today. Such an exciting day today. In case you want to know what that sound is, it's my desk. I do have a raising desk. So just elevating it a little bit for my meeting. That might be a little too high. And then let me get my lighting situated. It's nice to have that YouTube gear now that everyone's having to go on videos. I have all of the proper lighting that I need. Let's go for a softer tone. Let's go for the warm white since it's kind of that day. Yeah, I dig. Okay, you guys, you won't believe this. So I just finished the Planet Fitness work-in today, and I actually got a shout out on the program. I'm gonna rewind it. Okay, so I wasted way too much time trying to scroll back and find my comments, but it did put the time in the video, so at least I won't have to scroll too far. So I submitted this at 17:59 in the workout video, and he didn't do it directly after. It was like a minute after. Here we go, right here.
Outstanding, Matthew and Austin.
Yeah, that's me. So it's now 11 p.m. and it's been a long day. I had a good meeting with my PI. I had to work on my thesis a little bit, just from a couple of things I had asked her. So I've been busy working on that and haven't really had much time for anything else. But thank you for watching this video. As you can see, today is one of the more boring days for being a grad student. But I really appreciate you guys watching it all the way through the video if you did. And thank you so much for supporting my channel and for watching this. I'm gonna try to get better at doing these types of videos. So just bear with me as I try to learn some things that work and don't work. I already learned a lot from today. But don't forget, if you want a shout out, to click that subscribe button and like the video. And don't forget to click the notification bell for my next upload. And I, again, want you to comment down below. This time just comment done. So just comment D-O-N-E, done, and I'll know what you mean, and I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the continued support to those of you who are constantly watching my videos or commenting. I really do appreciate it. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.